Relationship doesn't just fail, they actually fail because of what we are doing. So when relationships are destroyed, there are two reasons for that. It's either because of what you are doing or what you are not doing. Relationship doesn't just fail. They fail because there's what you are doing and there's what you are not doing. And when I'm in this context, let me start by saying relationship is not just between husband and wife. There's a brother to brother relationship. There's a sister to sister relationship. Even though we are primarily focused today on what? On marital relationship. But even when a brother and brother is in a relationship together, I mean acquaintance of deep friends, if that relationship is destroyed, certain factors are responsible. And you agree with me that the factors that are responsible are that is either what one of them is doing or what both of them is doing to each other, one, or what they are not doing. So that is why relationship fail. There's what you are doing that destroys relationship, or what you are not doing that destroys relationships. Relationship will not work without your input. Just like your relationship with God will not work if you are not studying your Bible. You can't have a strong relationship with God by sleeping at home, not waking up to do your devotions, not worshiping God, not going to church on Sunday. For your relationship with God to work, there's what you must do, and for it to work. So even with your relationship with God, if you notice there's a gap, there's a distance between you and there's just this. Yeah, God loves us unconditionally, but we can know when we are with Him. We can know when there is that experience that is deep. Once there's that gap, you can tell that it is because of what you are not doing or what you are doing. So the premise of this is that there's what you are not doing or what you are doing that will affect your marriage, that will affect your relationship. Your relationship will not just work because you're a good guy or you're a good girl. There's what you must do, there's what I must do. And I highlighted like 7 things here. 7 things that you can be doing that will destroy your relationships. Number 1, acting based on your feelings. Acting based on your feelings. A lot of people act based on how they feel. When you act and talk the way you feel, you will ruin your relationship. You can imagine when you are always moody. Every time your husband or your wife needs to crack their head to find out what is wrong with you. In a week, you can be moody like 5 times, 7 times. Out of 7 days in a week, let's talk about, let's Sister Precious, come. I'm going to be practical. Let me use. So this is Sister Precious. Have your seat. Come, have your seat. I'll sit down. Who is the brother I'm going to use? Brother Kayode, come. You are the one on suit, like a proper married man. So bone your face. Come. Every time he visits her, or they have to see, or as husband and wife, he has to crack his head to find out what is wrong with her. She is never happy. What is wrong now? Nothing. What is wrong? Nothing. Why are you like this? Nothing. I don't know. I just want to be alone. Out of 7 days in a week, she has to be moody. Go and have your seat. There are women like that. When you are married to them, you must be doing mathematics. You must know it's like you must calculate their emotions. Every time you visit them or you have conversation with them, sometimes you are talking on phone. Hello, how are you? They are just quiet. You are not trying to find out. Did I offend you? You didn't offend me. How was your day? Fine. How is work today? Fine. What is, you understand? So you cannot be doing that every day. You should understand that you are also talking to another person's child. Marriage is not to fix problem now. It's not mechanic that will be fixing your. It's not in your life to fix all your life's problem. And these are things people don't know. Some ladies actually marry, they feel, or they are in a relationship so that the guy can come and solve all their problems. He can't solve all your problems. If your parent can't solve all your problem, why will a man you are just meeting in the last 6 months or 1 year or 2 years solve your problem? Your parent, you've known them for 20-something years, 30 years of your life. How do you expect this guy that is just coming to now be the answer to all your emotional problems? He can't. And let me be sincere with you. This is a matter that concerns most of the sisters, because many times they are very moody. They have mood swing. And every brother have this experience in their homes or in their life. That's why brothers that are single, you need some levels of emotional stamina to deal with women. Women, 1 minute they are smiling, they are happy. The next minute they are just cranky. It's a different thing when you are going through your period, that period time. Yeah, it's understandable. A guy can understand that, when she's moody, it's because of her period. But sometimes it is not just period. Almost every time they are just cranky, angry, and all of that. I tell you, it's a matter of time. That guy will not respond again. So the guy that started showing love, showing affection, you just begin to find out he doesn't even care. It is now normal. Yeah, it's now used to you being moody. So when you start acting that way, that's a normal life. He will just find a way to sleep. You get it? He will just enjoy himself without you. He will just do life without you. Then you are hungry. He's not caring. He doesn't call me. He doesn't do this. He's now so used to your mood swing that he has to enjoy his life. You can't kill him. Am I making sense? It's so simple. You can imagine PG married to a woman. Okay, let me give you an example. We had this conversation, myself and my babe. She used to have mood swing. Serious mood swing. I'm still going to get there. You have to talk this. An average woman, even she used to have what? She used to have serious mood swing. I told her, you see, this guy, I'll be happy whether you are not happy. I'll be what? Oh my God. I will be extremely happy whether you are happy or not happy. She saw me like that. She just changed. Oh yes. Because you know, but I will enjoy my life. Well, I'm a sanguine. By the temperament they call I'm a sanguine. So by nature I don't think. So that is even punishment for a person that has mood swing, because I can't see you. If you have mood swing around me, you just find out that I'm just enjoying my life. Like every day I'm enjoying my life. I have trouble when I'm not enjoying my life. I must find a way to enjoy, whether there's money or there's no money. I must make myself happy. I must make myself happy. So actually, if you have mood swing and you're expecting sympathy from me consistently, it will be like I don't care, because you will suffer more. And I tell you, there are brothers like that too. They will just lock themselves in the room. They really smile. You really see them crack jokes. They don't know how to play with their babe. They are just in their world. Now imagine when two people in their world are married. And that's the sad thing sometimes. Some homes are like burial grounds. You don't go to that kind of home. If you spend 3 days there, you want to live there. Husband, quite very on his own. Wife, on her own. You wonder how they even make love on bed. You try, because if you look at me and my wife, you can imagine that you can find that you can imagine that the love experience will be sweet. When you stay around us and you see the way we act, you know that it will. But there are some homes you go, you are wondering, do these people make love? Have you seen them before? Because husband is like this, wife is like this. They really hold hands. They really laugh together. They really watch anything together. It is simply official. Everything around the relationship is so official. Their relationship like that. And I'm like, how did this guy ask this girl out? How did this lady also say yes? Anyways, this is my point. That's not a problem. We all can be the same, but we must grow from our weaknesses. We must. So just in case you are listening to me and you are that guy that always like to lock yourself in a room, you can learn how to be relational. My wife learned it. It is not natural for my wife to be very relational. It's not. If you see my wife calling you and she likes to be in her world, but natural, she has to learn it. You can't be around me and not learn it. She has to learn how to relate with others. So now, acting based on your feelings. So because you are not happy because your mother called you, your daddy called you, something is happening in your family now, everybody must now know that you are going through a hard time. That is acting on your feelings. When you are that guy or girl that everybody must know what you are going through, you have a problem. That is why number one is what? It's acting based on your feelings. So just because you had a bad day at work, somebody spoke to you, or your parents, something happened in your family. Now when you come to church, when you are at home, everybody must now be asking you, sister, what is wrong? Why is your face like this? It's a problem. When you allow everything begin to affect your emotions, you have a problem. When anybody's action can affect your feelings, that means you are not in control. Somebody can just do things to scatter your emotions. You can't scatter my emotions anyhow. Then don't forget you have a partner. You have a partner. If you are married, whatever affects you will affect your partner. So you can imagine if the guy has to consistently live with a woman or a man who is always affected by the things around her. Some children are like this. They grew up to see their father always moody whenever things are hard. When the man is coming like this, they can't greet him. He's frowning face. You collect back from me, he will not smile. Even when you just lost your job, can you smile to your children? They are not the one that smile to them. Those kids, they know nothing. I can even understand when the ladies have mood swing. But when a man, when they can see when everybody can see that things are bad in your face as a man, you can't be great too. A man is to be the figure of hope for his family. A figure of strength for his family. Your children will depend on you. Your wife will depend on you in the days of distress. Now you will not put all the troubles on your face. No. So don't act based on your feelings. Number one. That's the number one behavior that destroys marriages. When you don't learn how to control your feelings, it's because you don't have self-control. You must control your emotions. Control your emotions. It is bad behavior not to know how to control your emotions. How you express yourself. What I'm saying is very important. There's nobody here that loves you. Just picture yourself having reason to always ask your husband what is wrong with you every day. Will you like it? He's always moody. Oftentimes, you are. What is wrong today again like this? And what happened? Anybody that loves you and cares for you, when they notice that things are bothering you, what will happen? They will not also be what? Happy. Am I right? Am I right? So you can imagine if that is not happening consistently. You are going to make that person a sad person. Just because you are sad. This is why I tell single ladies and brothers, I tell them, heal up before you go into a relationship. Heal up. Heal up. Don't go and stress the person you are going to a relationship with because of your bad experiences. Some of you don't need a guy now. You don't need a girl now because you are still hot. How can you that you are not happy make another person happy? When you know you will not be able to make another person happy, let them be. Ask yourself now, am I making my spouse happy? With the way I behave, the way I act, can it, when there is an atmosphere that is conducive for love, there's an atmosphere that is toxic for love. There's a way you behave that it is difficult to love you. You cannot be frowning your face in the house every day and you want me to be on. I can't be romantic again. Am I communicating here? Is it easy to be romantic to a moody person? Answer me. Answer me. It's difficult. These are conversations we must have. And trust me, the person that is moody will give you 10 reasons why they are moody. And I tell you, the one that is not moody too has several reasons to be moody. Only chose not to be moody. It will surprise you that some of us that are not moody, that we don't have mood swing, go through more troubles than the ones that are moody. The difference is what? Inner strength. Say inner strength. The reason why you are always moody is that you lack inner strength. Inner strength. Inner strength. Just act. You see, the issue is that many times we are not sincere with ourselves. We are looking for somebody to come and fix our problems, but we are not looking at how we will also help others. Look at you for now, as at now. Are you somebody that it will be easy to love? Are you someone that is easy to love? Be sincere. Some men are difficult to love. Some women are difficult to love. It is so complicated to love them. It is like when you love them, you are in trouble. It's like you've picked problem. That's why I started by saying, realize early that your husband is not coming to solve all your problems. God is the one that can solve your problems. You cannot put your faith in a man or in a woman. Your faith must be in God. Let your faith be in God, not in your husband. He can't solve all your problems. Your wife cannot solve all your problems. That is why if you don't know God now and you are not happy as a single, if I have a daughter now that is about to get married very soon. She's not in Nigeria, so you don't know her. Whenever I look at her, I'm happy. You see, how I know a woman that will be happy in marriage is simple. I look at how you behave as a single lady. When, as a single lady, you feel you need a man to be happy, I can tell your marriage will not be interesting. This is how I know. Any lady who, as a single, is not happy with being single. I have a daughter here I'm seeing now. I know she will be happy in marriage too, because I have seen the way she is doing without a guy. It's as simple as that. There's somebody here too that I've seen. I see the way the lady does without a guy. If you are not happy on your own without a man, like you can go out on your own, you can be happy. People, you are not like looking like you have a problem, because you see, when you see a sister that they are, on their face, you can tell they think they have a problem because they are single. You can tell that they will not have a happy marriage. What is happy marriage when you are not happy? You cannot produce a happy marriage when you yourself you are not happy. You have to first be happy to produce a happy marriage. So people say, I want to have a happy marriage. You are sad. The man is sad. How will sad plus sad produce happy marriage? We are joking. A man that is sad is moody. Everything irritates him. His father offended him. His mother offended him. Tinubu offended him. Everybody offended him. You too. Your ex offended you. Your father offended you. Everybody offended you. And you are angry. Two angry people now want to make a happy home. Continue. Will that happen? Without a babe, I was a happy man. And several guys that were in relationship could not intimidate me. I remember as a pastor on campus, some of my guys, some of the people I was pastoring will come to me and say, Pastor, when will you show us? I said, I don't miss having a lady. I didn't miss having a girl in my life. I was too happy. I'm telling you. Their brothers, right from 100 level, 200 level, they have been sad. I don't have a girl. I don't have a girl. I don't have a girl. I'm telling you. You have to first be complete. Complete. And can I say this again? Another major challenge is some people get into relationship too early. At 16, 17, they've started a relationship. So they didn't have time to even discover themselves. You must know yourself. You must enjoy yourself. You must find out who you are. You must be happy with yourself. And you can't be happy with yourself when you are carrying bitterness. When everybody offends you. So this is what happens. So many guys, for example, they don't know the history of ladies, some ladies. So just before you show a lady love, find out who she was, who she is. Try to know her history. When you know her history, you will now know whether you can love her. It's not every lady you can love. I'm giving some guys wisdom here. Some ladies, by the reason of their background, it is hell fire to be in love with them. By the reason of their what? Except the lady will by wisdom bring her mind out of the background. Some men, by the reason of their background, it is dangerous to love them. Except he brings himself out of that background. That's why Abraham must bring himself out of his background for God to use him. You can't pour old wineskin into new wineskin. I tell you. So the first thing I would do as a guy, if I love a beautiful girl, let's say I'm seeing this pretty sister Lois now. The first thing I want to do when I get to, if I am interested, I will first be your friend. Having conversation. It's not I love you, I want to marry. That's stupidity. It's stupidity. And God say, keep your God say in your pocket. Because you can find out from conversation that God say this one is not God say, is emotional. I'm telling you. So when God told me about my wife, I went to her that I wanted to be her friend. You first do the work of a friend to confirm what God has said, because you can miss it. And when God said, it's easy to say God said when you have a beautiful girl in your church. As you're in the church like this, oh my God, see this pretty girl. Why is your God say not picking the wawa girl? Have you not seen, even me as a pastor, can you see the kind of woman I marry? So there's God say too, but you know what I'm talking about. So you must confirm your God say. You must confirm it. So what do? You have conversations. Who are you? Tell me about you. Go out, ask questions, get to know our family background, know each other. Guys, that's how to know girl, ladies. Know who she is for now, because once you start dating, you can't know her again until marriage. She can hide certain things from you. So you get to know her. Who are you? Let her be free enough to express. Let her tell you about her background. Who is your mommy? Who is your father? How is your family like? Get to know the kind of family she's from. Whether it's that kind of family you can go into or you cannot. Know your cross early. It's not like you now enter, you are now surprised. I didn't want this kind of family. Find out a kind of family. so that you can know whether you will be able to contribute. Do you understand? And from the friendship, try as much to help her. Do you understand me? Let me give you an example. I didn't try to help my wife emotionally in marriage. I did it first in friendship. You know, it is so easy to help somebody, to bring somebody out of our emotional distress as a friend, than to bring them out as husband and wife. Many people don't know this truth I'm talking about. They don't know. So you are in a relationship, you are not trying to save. See, when you have, it's easy for a friend to help, friends to help each other. Emotion is not involved. When your friend is talking to you, you feel like he's telling you the truth. He doesn't want anything in return. He just cares for you. So brother Benga is just like talking as a pastor to help her. So she's changing. Are you following what I'm saying? But it's a different thing when you have said, I love you, and what's wrong? What's wrong with this guy? Does he want to change me in the night? You know what I'm talking about? They bring out their defense, or he brings out his defense. Some of the cult, that is why most of the fathers of faith, they married their discipler. They married their disciple rather. Like Mama Bitioki is Bishop Walioki's protege. He was the one that, because he saw her change. Are you getting me? He saw her grow. Then this is my wife. Not that, are you getting what I'm talking about? It's easier to change people, to have impact in people's life when there is no emotions. There are some real things that can take place before emotion. So, back to the conversation. Don't act based on your feelings. Don't talk also based on your feelings. Anytime there's a love affair, wherever you see love affair, there's so much emotions involved. And because of that, your spouse or your babe, they are the ones that will offend you most. Yes or no? Am I right? Whoever you love are the ones that will offend you most. We don't know your self-control until you are married. Only my wife can tell you whether I'm a gentle boy or a wicked guy. It's so easy to comport yourself before others, but to comport yourself before your wife or your husband is the most difficult thing. Yes or no? Answer me. Love is serious. Love is hot. Love is when there is serious affection between two parties, you can say wrong things. You can call your wife an idiot. Not really because you meant it, but because you are hungry. Have you seen husband and wife fighting and they'll say, you are the most stupid man I've ever seen on this earth. You are the stupid woman. You are silly. You bum fool. Then after 2 weeks, you see them holding hands, smiling, I love you. I love you. So what took place there? Emotions. You will agree with me that when two parties, when a man and a girl, they are in love with each other, there are chances they will offend each other, and it will provoke what? Emotions. So you must know how to talk when you are hungry. You must. When you're a woman or you're a man, and you always act based on how you feel. So the guy just offended you now, and you spoke anyhow to him. Who told you that you're a so you're also a man? You're a man. So when they are talking about men, you say you're a man. Excuse me. When she now approach the man and say, I'm sorry, will that word leave the man? You have already brought him down. There are lines you don't cross. And I tell you, the best of us can mess up in this thing I'm talking about. So tell your neighbor, learn self-control. So you cannot be consistently calling your wife silly, stupid, foolish, stupid, crazy, because you are hungry. You do that every month, and you say, I'm sorry. Then later what happens? She has an identity that she's what? She's crazy. She's stupid. Then she will now show you what it means to be crazy. Then you are hungry. You call that crazy. So why are you not expecting? If you call your husband crazy, you should expect some craze. So don't act based on how you feel. If you get what I say, just raise up your hand. You understand what I'm saying? So don't act on how you feel. It affects relationship. How you feel, how I feel, I must not act on it. Be considerate of your partner. Don't just be looking at yourself as the receiving you are the one that needs care. Your husband, your spouse too need care. They need to be pampered. If in the relationship your husband has to be the one to always ask for how are you doing, he has to always talk about your mood, or vice versa, you are the one that have problem. Why should you have mood swings? Why? Work on yourself. Work on yourself. As a matter of, if you are not happy, leave another person to be happy. If you are not happy, don't go and marry. Let me say that again. You are single here. If you are not happy, don't go and marry. You're supposed to be happy. You have to be happy to make another person happy. Don't make them suffer unnecessarily. I tell you, marriages are suffering because somebody is not happy. Some people don't have any tendency to be happy. No matter what you do, they will be sad. If you tickle them, come. Look at me. If you tickle her like this, I love. If that continues, because you are sad, day one, day two. Do you know this is why some women don't have sex with their husband? They make the man suffer. Listen to me. I'm practical. You know, so you'll be remembering the things I'm saying when you marry. The reason why some men even go and cheat on their wife is that the woman is always moody. And there's a difference between sex and love making. What did I say? You can have sex with somebody that is moody. It's like rape. It's sex. When somebody is raping a lady, he's not expecting emotions. So whether the lady, I'm talking to mature people, whether the lady is emotional or not is not the issue. He just wants to have sex. But for a relationship to last long, you must be having love making. And for love making to take place, it takes process. You kiss, you massage. Now, a person that is moody will not want that. What would the person say? Just have sex. Just do what you want to do and get out. If that continues, the guy will be disconnected from you. Or the girl will be disconnected from you. Am I communicating here? Then you are wondering, this guy has changed. He's not spending time with you again. Some men, they always look for an escape route from their wife. These are deep things. They will go home late because anytime they are with the woman, they are sad. Hey, you better learn. Ladies, I'm talking to you. That mood swing that you think is a weakness, it has been designed to ruin your home. If all you know how to do is to make your husband smile consistently, he will not even want to leave you. You know why? If you have lived with me, you will agree with me that many times I'm with my wife. What I will do, we are gisting. If she has mood swing, I will not love to be. I will leave. I will be with Evans. When you see a married man consistently hanging out with guys, it is because the babe is boring. Boring. And you can learn how not to be boring. There are things you can learn. You can learn it. I remember a pastor friend years ago. These are real conversations. I hope you want to learn. I was also married. Whenever we are having communication, he will say, you and your babe. He wants me to be with him. I will not leave my wife. I can't leave my wife. Hey, everybody. That your wife is stressing you does not mean I have to be like you. So it's always wondering. So what? My wife. My wife. You think they pay now? At the end of it, he had to go and sort. He will not be using my wife to talk to his wife. You see, she be Piggy's wife. P.Y. The lady now came up. That time, the man of God, will be playing PS in his friend's place till 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. He will go home. Whenever I go to visit him in Lagos, we will go to his house. When I go to his house, he will say we should go out. We'll go out to go and meet some of his friends. They will play PS. They will gist. 11:30, 12 will not go home. The wife would have slept. Most time the wife is sleeping when he gets home. And I'm like, hey. For me, I'm looking at time. When we are together, I want to be with my wife. Now, that is not prayer. It is because of our behavior. See, these things are practical things I'm teaching you. This is why your husband, they will transfer him to Nasarawa or Kaduna. They meet another lady. Is making the man happy. And you know one thing about all these prostitute girls, all these bad girls, oh boy, they know how to make a man happy. They might have mood swing with their real husband though. But the man they want to collect from you, they know what to do. He has a car. He's handsome. Come on. The plan is to cook for him. They will laugh with him even if it is not real. There's no mood swing for a prostitute. There's no mood. They are always happy when they are with the man they want. But housewife, the wife at home, what's wrong with you? Nothing. They touch her. Oh, leave me. I don't. You can't tickle her. You can't play card with that. You can't just play card. No. Everything boring. Then she will now wake up in the morning. Shakada bada 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 bada. Lembra baba namana supra baba nama. The guy will be looking at her. Me too, I'm spiritual now. Be spiritual and have sense. The street is not smiling. It's not smiling. And brothers, never let another man make your wife happy too. Be the chief happy giver, if there's anything like that. Joy giver. Bombard her heart and soul with so much love that nobody can come into her space. You see, when a girl still have time to be chatting is her ex, there's a problem. You are not doing well. How many of you here you've seen your ex message you after they are married? Message me, guys. Oh, they missed you. There's something you were giving that the guy is not giving. Guys, learn, there's competition. They will not tell you. But now, after they're in that house, there are experiences you have given to them that somebody gave to them before. You know me, I married a virgin, and I was but some people, you know that you married, the kind of wife you married, she has passed, and you will not buckle up. There's danger. I'm saying it's the truth. They took her to the high heaven, and you are on planet Earth. No matter the tongues you are raising, no matter the devil you are binding, am I communicating here? And sisters too, do well. When they are not taking you to the high heavens, tell them, guy, come up either. Don't keep quiet. Let the brother know he needs to come up. Hallelujah. Am I communicating here? Very important. Let's move to number 2. Are we blessed with that? Number 2. I am better than you mentality. I am better than you. It is dangerous to have a spouse that you feel you are better than, or that he or she feels they are better than you. Whenever you feel you are better than somebody, you feel they need you. You feel it's just like when I'm feeling like, it's just like me feeling like my wife needs me. I don't need her. Like she needs me more than I need her. Come on. If not for me, can you be anything? All those mentality will ruin a marriage. It destroys relationships. When a woman feels, if not for me, can you become anything? When a man feels, if not for me, can you become anything? Whenever you marry, your mentality should be that we are what? We are the same. Equal rights, equal privileges. Whatever advantage you have has been conferred on the other partner. So there are ladies that feel, if you know you can't marry a guy that you are richer than, don't marry. Sisters, listen to me. I've seen cases where, brothers, and you have to learn this. Many times, ladies don't think deeply when they want marriage. At the point of marriage, sometimes because of desperation, they just want to marry. Now, after marriage, their heads, it's just like they come back to divorce setting. They're like, what happened to me? Why did I marry this kind of guy? This guy cannot pay bills. You knew he cannot pay bills before you married him. He didn't have a car before you married him. You knew a guy is sending 150,000 naira. You are earning 500,000 naira. What do you expect before? Who will be paying the highest bills in the house? Most time the guys are sincere. The ladies are the ones that are not sincere. I tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not partial. I'm talking from the experience I've had. A guy will tell you this how much I'm earning 50,000 naira, and then you agree that together we'll suffer, we'll make it happen together, we'll work. You agree. Then after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, the price of food has increased. House rent, and you begin to nag in the house. Stupid man, irresponsible man. Your mates are working hard. What are you doing? The guy say, If you know you don't have faith for marriage, wait. If you know his finances cannot take care of your bills, wait. What did I say? So whenever, because I've had cases where a supposed lady feels, because I am giving more in this relationship, financially, that means I am already what? Better than you. Come on. Even if you are the one paying bills and you are married to a man, that's not an advantage. The man is still the head. What did I say? The man is still the head. So think well before you say, yes, I do. Even if you are earning $1,000, okay, $20,000 monthly, and the guy is earning $3,000, the man is still the head. When you relate with him with a better than you mentality, and that's why some children they are wicked children too. They feel because their mother is doing well, their mother is paying more responsibility, is doing more responsibility. That means they are. The issue is not about whether your mother is the one doing more responsibility. The most important issue is who earns more. How you know an irresponsible father is that they earn more, but they keep it, they waste it. When a man earns more than his wife, and then it is the wife that is carrying the responsibility, that's a wicked man. That's an irresponsible man. But your mom is like the commissioner of police, and your daddy is a teacher. Their salary cannot be the same. So don't expect their input to be the same. And your mom must not make you feel that your dad is irresponsible if she's a good woman. If you are working in Access Bank, graduate training now, at least you will not be any for a start. You will not be any less than 300,000. I hope you know. It can even be more. Now, if you start civil service job as a teacher, they can't pay you 100,000 naira. So we know that a woman can be more opportune than a man, even in career, even in income, even in business. But what is important for a man to do is to be accountable and diligent. Accountable with his finances, open with his finances, sincere with his finances. But there are women that will earn more than a man. And it's not a taboo. And you must not, because you are earning more than your husband, now begin to relate with him that he's the one that should be submissive to you. Or you cannot talk to him anyhow because of that. Vice versa. There are men too that talk to their women anyhow, just because they are the one that earn more. Or because they even abuse the woman. And every time they talk to the woman, they talk like, because I'm the one providing for the family. Come on, OJB. What are you supposed to be doing? Better than you mentality will ruin the home. I'm better than you because I bring money. I'm better than you because if not because of you, I would have married so. All those stories. Is a mentality that will ruin your marriage. So once you have decided to go with somebody, to marry somebody, or to spend your lifetime with somebody, make it have the determination to ensure that in your mind and with your behavior, you are not acting like I am better than you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is that clear? Is that clear? Number 3. This one is inability to understand and respond to non-verbal communication. Number 3, inability to understand and respond to non-verbal communication. It is simple. You must be smart enough to know the needs of your partners, even when they are not saying it. It's not every time your partner will say what they need. And sadly, many Christian sisters are bad with it, and with what I'm saying, and brothers. They can't decode the unsaid. When your husband is saying let's have sex, you must know. When your wife is saying let's have sex, you must know. Some will be waiting for you to say it plain, to say it all the time. Let's have sex, before they know. From the body language, from the way he's doing, from the way she's doing, you should understand that this is where this person is going now, and you should respond. See, not responding to the unsaid consistently is dangerous. So when your partner has a need and you are not smart enough to discover it and to get it, it's a problem. So let me give you an example. So your spouse wants to make you laugh, and then the reason they want you to laugh, and first time you try, second time, and you are not responding, he will not do that with you again. Sometimes the reason why some people are not why some homes now the love life is coming down, the guy is not making advances again, or the lady is not making advances again, is because when they try to, the guy did not catch it, the lady did not catch it. You must be smart enough to understand there are unsaid things. I don't know how I can explain that for you to get. But there are unsaid communication, things that you don't have to say, that you have to understand. You must respond to the unsaid with smartness. You must know how to respond. So your husband comes home, and he's looking at you in a certain way, and you too, you know what he's looking at you in a certain way, and he's saying, babe, you are so beautiful. What the lady ought to do? Rest. Thank you, and then you are leaving the house. You are leaving the room. Go smart. Not smart. Then the guy will not say that again to you, that you are beautiful. Then you are wondering what's happening. You are the one now. And some guys still don't understand what I'm saying. Your wife come to you, babe, I love your haircut too. Me, sharp guy. Thank you. I'm responding. But a dollar guy say thank you. So when are you getting what I'm saying? When you consistently behave like this to your spouse, they'll become cold. And it's dangerous. It is dangerous. You are in a relationship. Your baby comes to house. I love you, baby. And you're like, there you are. You can't say I love you. You can't respond to I love you. I love you too. Just keep quiet. Just shake your head. And you are like, that's who you are. You don't know how to say I love you. Did they bring I love you from heaven? Was it written in our mother's womb that we say I love you? You learn it. Say learn it. Somebody shall learn it. We know you are not like that, but you should learn. That's why if you know you will not learn, don't marry. Don't destroy that person's happiness because of your sadness. Because whatever you are not doing well will affect the other party. Do you understand me? It is not just about you. And for your home to work, you must learn what will help the other party. It's not just about you. When you are selfish, you think it's about you. I can't change. That's me. My background, my experience, my story, my story. Marriage is an institution where you must change. If so there I say, this is how I be, you can affect your home. All of you here, listen to me. You don't marry by saying your home will not be a beautiful home if you continually say, this is who I am. I can't change you. I'm told you. You marry me like this, and I'll be like this forever. You must change you. If in your home you give command to everybody, you cannot be commanding your husband the way you are commanding your younger siblings. Or brother, the way you talk to your siblings at home, your younger sister, kneel down. You're not married to, you're not saying to your wife, you are stupid. Don't be silly. Kneel down. Continue. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you must learn. You must learn. The reason why some of our parents failed maritally is because they were not willing to change. You agree? There was a traditional mentality they will not change from. There's a way they see women. There's a way they see women. Most of the fathers, the reason why they abused many mothers, why they acted the way they have, is because they will not change. There's a way they see women, and they will not change from that way. Brothers, women, brothers and sisters, for us to have a happy home, we must change. We must change. And I tell you, change is tough. What did I say? To another brother saying I love you is so difficult. You see, that's why, marriage is not compulsory. If you cannot say I love you, don't marry. I don't preach marriage to compulsory. There are brothers that should be single. I tell you, there are sisters that should be single. Once you know you don't want to change, you will never see me stressing anybody because she's not married. I will never. I'm not the person that put pressure on people to be married. Marriage is serious responsibility. Many sisters ought not to be married. We force them to marry. It's societal pressure. Some sisters are just good with living their life not being married. We force them into marriage. Then the person you force into marriage will now stress another husband, another brother. Because it's not by force. Brothers too, you are also. Paul did not marry in the Bible. Imagine Paul married. He will stress the woman. Traveling from everywhere to. Imagine Paul as a married man. The wife will so suffer. There's an apostle that died. I don't want to mention his name. I was with the father of faith, and the man was telling me that they used to call the apostle's wife a witch. He said the apostle's wife is not a witch. So you can imagine, this apostle was always moving from mountain to mountain. Always firing. And the wife not be wood. So she will act up. Sometimes she say, you are not going anywhere. You want to kill me? Abi? You can imagine. I'm a married man. I can't do ministry how can I do ministry for 5 months and leave my woman alone? Which kind of waiting is that? Me, I will find myself back home. Hallelujah. If you understand the answer, raise up your hand. So, very clear. Number 4. That inability to respond, please mark it very well. Be smart enough. It's emotional intelligence. Know how to read the emotions. Sometimes your spouse needs quietness. Doesn't want you to disturb them. Let them be. Sometimes know when to ask for something. For example, there are times you don't go and meet your husband to ask for money. It will cause wahala. When you just enter, you just notice that the way things are. Some people, they don't care about your emotions. They just talk bow. No. Even as a daughter, you should know when to ask your daddy for money. You watch his mood. Know that this time is not the best time. When he's smiling, daddy, my school fees. When he's like, pam, slot it in. Don't waste time. But you don't know how to read mood. every time. What you want is what you want. That's not wisdom. Number 4, stonewalling. Stonewalling. Stonewalling your partner. What does it mean to stonewall your partner? It simply means to avoid difficulty. This is simply avoiding difficult conversation. You know what that means? When you avoid there are conversations that you have to talk about. But when you are doing stonewalling, you avoid it. You know this matter. If you don't discuss it, this relationship will be in trouble. You know, but you avoid it. Let me give you an example. Let's assume your father-in-law is bringing stress to the marriage. Like your father-in-law, you know what that means? The father of your husband, or the family of your husband. The stress is getting so much that the lady is already considering, maybe I should even leave this marriage. Like, you understand? The stress is getting so much. Then the lady wants to have the conversation with the guy. And the guy is like always avoiding it. Do you understand me? Always avoiding that conversation. Always avoiding it. What is happening? You are postponing what? Trouble. When it is stonewalling, you avoid difficult conversation. You know there are conversations that are difficult that you must have in relationships. Family conversations, financial conversations. When it is stonewalling, when you avoid speaking when you avoid this kind of conversations, you postpone challenging discussions, and it will lead to unresolved issues, and they will accumulate and to bring about emotional distance. It's just like even in the church of God, even in the house of God. Come. Look at this sister and brother. They are the example I want to use now. So in the house of God, this is sister Tito and brother Yomi. This is the choir leader. This is the assistant leader. What is stonewalling? Simple. Both of them know they are not happy with each other on certain things that has been happening, but they are not talking about it. What will happen? Will they be close again? Answer me. You will notice that what will happen? There will be distance, because deep on the inside they know there is a problem. Am I communicating here? But because they are avoiding a difficult conversation, the emotional distance keep increasing. Are you getting me? Keeps increasing. But the moment they decide to have that difficult conversation, they will trash it. Am I right? That's how it is in marriage. So these brother and sisters, they are in a relationship. Sister Tito, brother Yomi. Every time Sister Tito is trying to bring up this conversation that ought brother Yomi avoids the conversation. He will excuse himself from the conversation. You get it? Sister Tito will not be happy, because that conflict has not been resolved. And because she's not happy, that relationship is in darkness. Do you understand me? There will be matters unsaid. There will be hunger. So, example. Let me give you an example of a difficult conversation. They both agreed before marriage that when we marry, no external will come to our house. What did I say? Not from my family, not from your. They agree that at least for the first 1 year or 2 years of our marriage, we want to have our peace. We don't want, which is not bad. We want, even they were advised, that's how it ought to be. We want to have our nuclear time. We want to have our what? Private. Let us get to know ourselves. You understand? But yeah, his brother Yomi is the firstborn. After they got married, the mother has called him. How are you, Yomi? And your your younger sister and brother, they are coming to your place. He could not say no. The siblings, 2 of them came. Sister Tito is. But we agreed. Let's have. Then he's avoiding that conversation. God have your seat. I hope you know that can lead to divorce. That can lead to trouble. Yes or no? Because at the end of the day, they are the most important picture in the marriage. That can lead to broken home. So, when it comes to stonewalling, I advise approach every conversation with openly. Discuss and trash it. Marriage will have, you cannot be in love. There will be difficult conversations to have. I assure you, there will be conversations that will not be easy, that you must have. It can even be, I don't want you to keep this kind of friend again. You understand? And that friend is the friend you like. Difficult conversations that you have. It could be that none of our siblings coming. I mean, are you getting? It could be even that we don't want to see your mother, my mother in this house. Okay. You are looking at me. No mother, no father in this home. You are looking at me. Wait until you are married. Difficult conversations. Difficult conversations. That's why I use the word difficult. What I just said now has destroyed many homes. Because one party is insisting I'm right. And the other person says, okay, if you are right, go and marry your family. I don't want you again. I use that as an example. That does not mean that's the only one. Give me an example. Let me talk about another difficult conversation. Paying school fees of younger siblings. Oh yes, perfect. That one said deal. That is why when some brothers are asking you question, are you the firstborn? Brothers, am I speaking? It's an intentional. Just know what they are saying. How many younger sisters do you have? I've had brothers come and say, that lady is the will of God. She's the last born. I understand. She's the last born. She doesn't have anybody before her. I said, See, behind all those pictures, all those romance, there are difficult conversations that will take place. An example is what she just said now. There will be reasons to talk about the percentage of money you want to be sending to your siblings. There will be conversations around the percentage of money to be what? Sent to your what? Siblings. So you can imagine a guy is earning 200,000 naira and the lady is earning 200,000 naira. That's 400,000 naira monthly. And they have a 3-bedroom apartment they are staying that costs 700,000 or 8, or let's say 600,000 naira. Even two-bedroom now in Ibadan is like how much? 600, 500. Yeah. So they are earning 400,000 naira monthly, both incomes, and they have to rent an apartment for what? 600,000 naira monthly. Now they have to now discuss, because our own children is coming. Then the parents have an expectation, both parents, that they will take care of their what? Younger sibling. So they have to have a difficult conversation. Oh, I can't keep myself. I'm not going to give them more than 20,000 naira. Whatever will happen should. But you know, another person in the marriage can be, I cannot do that too. The woman can be saying, I can't do that too. I have to take care of my younger ones. Blah, 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 blah. Then the guy is like, no wala. Then there's anger. Bitterness in the house. Serious fight because the lady will not answer him. Then she has an option to either choose her family or what? Who is she supposed to choose? Answer me. Answer me. Answer me. No, she should go and choose her parent. She is to choose her husband. The husband is to choose his wife. Can you imagine? As I was sharing that, everybody was quiet. Those are difficult conversations that you will have. And don't forget, your parents who are selfish, they are fighting for themselves. Your siblings too are fighting for themselves. And here you are in the middle of that conversation. And you have to either choose your wife or your husband. You understand? Give me another example of a difficult. I have to mention it so that people can know. People are helping. Number of children. On that difficult conversation. The guy is saying, I want to give birth to 2. She's saying she wants 4. Difficult conversation. Location too. I want to relocate to UK. I want to be in Nigeria. Conversation. You said what? So just know that marriage has a lot of what? Difficult conversation. You want to say it, or you know that this is a lot, but you must say it. Because if you don't have those conversations, you can't move forward. You can't move forward. So we have to be open with one another. That is why when all these boyfriend, baby, I love you, they have not started serious something. When you start the real matters of love, you know that it's deeper than I miss you, I say buy iPhone, I send cake. All these ones are kindergarten. When the real work starts, you will know that it's a lot. When mother's interests are clashing, your mother wants this, your mother-in-law wants this. 2 different opinions. And you both are in the middle. I hope you know there are instances when 2 mother-in-laws are clashing. And they are fighting. Oh yes, church to attend to. Difficult conversation. The guy said, this is the church we are going. So he said, I'm not going there. I'm not going there again. I don't want that place. Difficult conversations. But I tell you, most time the approach people use for difficult conversations is stonewalling. They avoid it. Do you get it? They what? They avoid it. And once you avoid it and you don't talk about, you don't trash it, it will break that union. Some of these things I've mentioned have broken so many homes. Family, school fees, migration. Some of these things have broken several homes. So please, never allow a crisis, never allow a difficult conversation that you will not trash. Number 5, don't give unnecessary access to your ex. Don't give unnecessary access to your ex and opposite sex. How can you claim to love your spouse and then you are still you are in a relationship or you are married and you still have time? Your spouse, your ex is asking you, how was your day? What did you eat? And you two are saying, I ate eba, I ate rice, I ate gari. And what clothes did you wear? I wore suit. I wore this. What? Your ex, so, and you say it's nothing. There's nothing. It's just my ex. We are good. Even we left each other in a very good way. We didn't fight each other. We are very good friends. You know, my ex is a very good person. But you are chatting with your ex. Your ex is your ex. Your ex will never be a part of your present life. If at all you chat, it should be once in a while. Not like you are not asking, oh, what did you eat today? You are still interested. Tell us the truth. Your soul is still tied to your ex. And it means you don't honor your spouse. When you honor your spouse, you don't chat with your ex every time. You give them space. You don't give access to your ex. This dishonor for your spouse when you are still chatting or still calling your ex. So they now check your phone log, your log history. They find out that you called your ex. Or you check your WhatsApp, you are still chatting. What did you eat? What did you drink? What did you wear? And you say, there's nothing between you. Research has it that most infidelity takes place with who? Exes. What did I say? Most adultery cases that happen inside marriage is with ex. It's not hard. Come, PY. Let me use you as an example. So you can imagine she's my ex. It's not difficult to treat her on. Am I not a guy? Watch me. Look at me. Oh. She's my ex now. How are you, Sekinat? Been a long time. Oh, more. This your pointed nose has not left you. Kai. This your I miss you. Oh. Can she remain the same? Can she remain the same? All I have to do is remind her of the past we've shared. All I have to do is make her remember the memories we've had. I will tickle her emotions back. So when it comes to your ex, you must be what? Extremely careful. You don't position yourself around your ex and say, I'm a strong woman, I'm a strong man. Strong man. I remember that night on the school field in Oshekita, how I held your hands and I told you I love you. Aww. So when it comes to your ex, you do what? You run. So what did I say? You do what? You run. You run. Some of them are so bad they will go and message you on Instagram after you block them on WhatsApp. Block them on Instagram again. And always, ladies, you are testified. They will always remind you of the past. How you kissed. Some of you are how you held hands, what you did. They will remind you. Please be careful. And apart from ex too, the opposite sex. Why should you have another man as your best friend more than your husband? Or more than your wife? You give them more attention? That's why I said the other time, don't be a person that is always moody, such that they will replace you with another friend. Don't allow your mood cause your spouse to change you. Be friendly. Work on yourself. Don't be giving unnecessary attention to opposite sex. Don't. See, anytime somebody is conversing with the opposite sex too much, or they will not have unnecessary security passcode that their wife can never access. When they are going to the toilet, they will go with their phone. They cannot drop the phone with peace because there is something cooking. Brothers, if you are here and your babe cannot have access to your phone, you have to explain to me. You have to defend the reason. You have to what? Defend why your wife cannot have access to your phone. Tell us the truth. There is a babe you are chatting with. Well, you know, with some of us, we grew up seeing our fathers the way they keep their phone. You'll be wondering what is in the phone. They are going to the toilet with their phone. How many of you saw that happen in your life? I saw things. I made up my mind. Adultery is a very bad thing. It's a torture. There's no peace for a thief. I tell you. When you remember that, I tell you, it's enough not to commit adultery. You won't have peace. When you are sleeping, and your wife just wants to say, you wake up. Because they must not see it. And to crown it, let me tell you, if you are committed adultery, your children will catch you. The light will just go to your phone. I was like, hey, I love you, baby. Hey, I love you. Hey. Some of you here, you have caught your father, and he did not know you caught him. Am I speaking here? There's a mystery to that thing. Whenever somebody is committed adultery, the children must catch them. I have observed. But they will not tell you. But they know. You are the one that thinks you are keeping a secret. They know. Come on, celebrate Jesus. Don't give unnecessary access to your ex. Don't play with fire. Don't play. It's fire. Don't play with it. Opposite sex, treat it like fire. Like fire. There's no lady that must be closer to me than my wife. Don't give unnecessary attention to your ex. And to opposite sex. Number 6. Defensiveness. To be too defensive. Yeah, let me just. To be too defensive. So when matters are brought up especially difficult conversations, and then you are trying so much not to listen to your partner, but to defend yourself. Whenever your partner gives an observation or there's something he's saying, what should you do? You should listen to what they are saying before you respond. So let me give you an example. So, come on. You can imagine somebody saying, simple as this. Your wife calls you in the night. I say, PG. The way you scatter the house, I don't like it. Look at me, everybody. I will make sure the room is so neat, but when you come, you just throw your socks. Throw your shoe anyhow. She's expressing herself. You now say, are you not the woman who's supposed to be cleaning the house? That's defensiveness. A wise man will do what? Say, babe, I'm so sorry. I'll do better. Your husband call you and say, babe, you have to work on this, your mood swing. You're like, that's who I am. Oh. You have to take me as I am. Oh. You cannot take me as I am. Leave me. Oh. You are too defensive. This your family. The way your family is doing, they will scatter our marriage. My family. Oh. Yeah, your family in call. Even you. When your partner brings a report, or there's an observation, or there's something to call, that's not the time to be pointing fingers at them. Are you listening to me? That's not the time to be raising another issue. When you want to raise your own, raise another time. Listen carefully to the point and observation they are trying to make. Learn, listen, don't defend your spouse. Don't defend yourself. Brother, you are not neat. Can you get better? And like even you, are you also neat? Are you also? At least she's the one that is talking now. What do? You do listen. Say listen. Babe, can we have this conversation? This conversation is that every time I'm dealing with you, I feel like I'm dealing with a man, not a woman. I don't feel like some of you, you are a woman, but you are a stone. It's so difficult to love. You are not emotional. You don't. If you know you are like that, go and work on yourself. Don't go and stress another man. You are a stone. When you are a stone, what do? You work on yourself to be romantic before you say yes to a man. And how do you work on yourself? It's so easy. There are certain people that have offended you. There are certain things that led to you being stony at heart. Work on those things. And also make sure you don't love the wrong person, because you can regret it too. Do you understand what I'm saying? My wife had a very stony heart before I met her. And it was a very good one. That is why she didn't fall into the hands of users. Sometimes it is good for a lady to have a stony heart. Most ladies that don't have a stony heart, you are a young girl, you are 18, 17, everybody can have access to your heart. You will be sleeping with several guys. But when you have stony heart, it will be difficult for any guy to just penetrate anyhow. You understand what I'm saying? So for my wife, before I came into her life, several guys tried, they could not get her. But when the master of the game came, the man that has the key, the man who opens the door that was shut, with sweet mouth, with confidence, not money, say confidence. You can have money and not be able to open the heart. It's not money that opens the heart. Many ladies are with a man they don't love just because the man has money. It's a mystery. Every brother must learn how to open the heart of a woman. It's a special class. You will pay $10,000. I'll teach you how to open the heart of a woman. She will be yours forever. But pray that the wrong man will not open your heart. If the wrong man has the key to your heart, you are gone. That is the starting. And most of those bad boys, they have those keys. Bad boys, they are masters of the keys. Ladies will know that this guy will ruin their life. You will still go to the guy's house. They know the guy is a wicked guy. They can tell that this guy has no plan for them, but they will still go there. Because why? He has the key. Spiritual brothers grow and learn how to get the key too. It's sad that you know how to speak in tongue, but you don't have the key. It's not Bible is not the key. There are words to say. Am I communicating here? When it comes to emotional affairs, it's not Bible. That's spiritual growth. There are words to say. You took a lady out. You want on your wedding day, you are playing Tokpa Labi. Tokpa Labi's song is not a song for your wedding. Or Theophilus Sunday. Yekelebo salamana nimono sikalabadi ye kalabadi labadia namana. It's not a sin to have love collections in your house. Love songs as collections. No, it's not bad. Have them in your house. And that's why I love Moses Bliss. Moses Bliss is producing songs like that. It's not bad. And who told you cannot listen to Westlife in your house? Who told you? It's not bad to listen to love songs if you are married. Play those songs. Your wife will be, You know what I do? Come. Let me explain what I do at all. Because some of you think it's just, come and hold my microphone. We do this a lot in my house. I don't know, if your home is boring, you are not like me. Now you sabi. I'll call my wife like this. We play a song and I'll do like this. We do that a lot in our house. You will not be there, but we do it very well. We dance all manners of dance in my house, in my room. You will not know. So if your home is boring, are you sabi? It's so, this love thing is not hard now. Enjoy. One wife, not two. Other man carry back. You want to enjoy one wife. Any other one you taste, you say you know it's a trouble. You won't have peace. And your brothers will say, I don't know how to be fun. I don't learn it. Some sisters will learn it. If you hear me, say I hear you, sir. So, don't be defensive. Know how to listen. When your spouse is speaking their mind, when they are saying something that hurts them, that they want you to improve on, that's not a time to defend yourself. That's the time to say, that's the time to listen to what they are saying. And sometimes you don't have to wait for your spouse to call you. Just call your babe, sit down. What am I doing that hurts you? Tell me. What am I doing that? I asked my wife, what am I doing that hurts you? Give me feedback. Give me feedback. Some of you, when they give you feedback, you'll be angry. That time, that night, you will show the guy pepper because he's told you what he feels like. The guy is giving you honest reports. Nobody can give you honest report like your spouse. Let me tell you, your parent cannot know you like your spouse. Your spouse lives with you. Whatever they say about you, better believe it and work on it. If you call me a good man, my wife say I'm a bad guy, I believe it. That means I'm bad. Because it's so easy to do God bless you for everybody and show her shaking in the bedroom. Yes or no? Answer me. That's why some women are suffering in man of God's house and nobody knows. And everybody say man of God, man of God, man. And are you getting what I'm saying? Public action is different from bedroom action. But bedroom action is the real action. What you do in secret. That's why it's about what you do in the secret. Even God is watching what you do in the secret. That is the real you. What you do outside is fake. That's why family, we know ourselves. All your siblings can, this is sister. Every one of us in our family, they know us. My brothers, they know my character. We know ourselves. Your siblings, they know you. Next point, are we learning the behaviors? Number 7, the last one. Excessive criticism. You cannot be always criticizing your partner. Everything about you don't know how to comment. There's nothing good your partner has done. Ever since you met your partner, there's no good thing. All you know how to spot is what? Is the negatives. You don't know how to highlight the positive things that your spouse has done for you. Excessive criticism can ruin a marriage. This is why, before you criticize, make sure you have comment. What did I say? You can imagine in 6 months, in 1 year, your spouse have not heard well done. Have not heard thank you. Have not heard you say any good thing about them. But consistently, all they hear from you is you talk them down. You cannot be talking a man or a woman down consistently and expect them to respond well to you. When we consistently, and that's why some of our parents, they failed. That's how they were able to bring our self-esteem down. Some of our parents are responsible for the low self-esteem some of us have. So you always condemn a child and you don't ever tell the child any good thing the child has done. There is nobody that has total negativity. Nobody. It's as powerful as this, that when you even focus on the positive side more than the negativity, many times you see people changing more. That even the negativity will begin to change. Let us learn how to focus on the positivity and know how to also speak about the things that we have to criticize. Extreme criticism will affect your marriage, your relationship. There are criticism that is too extreme. You can't just be talking about what your guy did bad Every time, every time, every time. You can't. So you must recognize the need to balance constructive feedback and appreciation. So for you to have a thriving relationship, you must know how to appreciate your partner. Appreciate them more than you criticize them. Even when some of these attitudes are so bad, you can never win the battle of criticizing more than you appreciate. Once you are trying, when you are criticizing more than you appreciate them, the natural response to criticism is anger. Do you understand me? So when you criticize more than you appreciate, you are destroying your relationship. There are some things you have to look away from and just appreciate. What did I say? There are some things you have to what? Look away from. It's not everything. Every time your partner did something wrong that you must talk. Sometimes you just keep quiet, just so that you didn't see it. Extreme criticism will affect our relationship. So we must know how to partner with our spouse by appreciating them. Appreciating your spouse. Some relationships ought not to break. They broke because somebody's expectation is just too much. Some of us, our expectation is like the same expectation you have of your spouse. If your spouse have about you, what will happen? We act like we are perfect, like we are close to perfect, whereas we are not perfect ourselves. There's none of us that does not need to work on something. Yes or no? None of us. Can we stand up on our feet? Are we blessed today? Are we blessed today? So tell me 5 things you learned.